Schemes and facilities for the senior citizens. A demographic revolution is taking place throughout the world, indicating a phenomenal rise in the population of the elderly. Today, about two-thirds of all the older people are living in the developing world. As per the census of 2001 in India, there were 77 million persons above 60 years, constituting 7.5% of the total population of the country. This number is projected to go up to 12.4% of the population in 2026. Such an increase obviously will throw up numerous challenges. The challenges will be in designing old age specific programs and schemes and addressing their issues in a comprehensive manner. The Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment announced a national policy for older persons in January 1999. This policy reaffirmed the commitment of the government to ensure the well-being of the older persons in a holistic manner. The national policy for older persons essentially envisages support from the state to the older persons to ensure the financial and food security and health care, understanding the needs for shelter as well as other needs of the older people, providing them an equitable share in development, giving them protection against abuse and exploitation, and lastly, ensuring the availability of services to improve the quality of lives of the older persons. 13 years have elapsed since this policy was announced. Keeping in view the changing demographic pattern, the socio-economic conditions, and the technological development in the country, the government is in the process of bringing out a new national policy. The draft of the new policy is ready. The new policy is expected to cover a wider spectrum of the issues and challenges facing the elderly. Main aspects in the new policy would be: an institutional mechanism has been put in place to monitor the implementation of the existing national policy for older persons and to advise the government regarding the formulation. Implementation of the policy and programs for the aged through a National Council for Older Persons under the chairmanship of the Minister of Social Justice and Empowerment. The council was first constituted in the year 1999 and it was reconstituted for another period of 5 years in the year 2005. The council has been reconstituted in 2011 and has now been renamed as the National Council of Senior Citizens. The Parliament enacted the Maintenance and Welfare of Parents and Senior Citizens Act in December 2007 as a landmark development. This act has made the maintenance of parents and senior citizens by children, and where there are no children, then by the relatives, obligatory and justiciable through the tribunals. The act has to be brought into force by the individual state governments. It is not applicable to the state of Jammu and Kashmir, while Himachal Pradesh has its own act. With the concerted efforts made by the ministry, all the states and union territories have been persuaded to bring the act into force in the respective states. Effective steps such as framing of detailed rules, appointing maintenance officers, and constituting the maintenance and appellate tribunals are required to be taken by the state governments. The Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment is also implementing the Integrated Program of Older Persons since 1992 with a view to improve the quality of life of older persons by providing basic amenities like shelter, food, medical care, entertainment opportunities, etc. Under this scheme, financial assistance up to 90% is provided to government or non-governmental organizations or Panchayat Raj institutions or local bodies for running and maintaining old age homes, daycare centers, mobile Medicare units, daycare centers for Alzheimer's disease, dementia patients, physiotherapy clinics for older persons, sensitization programs for children, particularly in schools and colleges. Regional resource and training centers, etc., and non-governmental organizations are being supported every year for running and maintaining around 550 projects. In order to address the increasing demand for caregivers, the National Institute of Social Defense, an autonomous body under the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, has been conducting short-term training programs for the caregivers. To ensure effective implementation of the policies and programs of the ministry presently supports 3 regional resource centers in New Delhi, Bangalore, and Manipur. The need of the hour is to create a caring society, especially for the aging population, with the help of representatives from the central ministries and departments, the state governments, experts, academicians, and many other stakeholders.